In ancient Greek mythology, there was a story of a man named Narcissus. He was a hunter who was well known for his beauty. Wherever he went, he would become the object of desire of many. But in a typical heartbreaker fashion, he rejected everyone and never fell in love. Narcissus's mother was advised that he would have a long life provided that he doesn't look at his own reflection. However, that plan failed when he came across his own reflection in the water. Admiring his beauty, he fell in love with the reflection and beat himself to death. A flower sprouted at the place where he died and is named after him. Narcissus's name gives the origin to the word narcissism. We see this being played out everywhere in our lives. From the boss who won't accept his mistake to your toxic ex who messes with your brain, the concept is not new. Yet, we still are clueless as to how to deal with them. The added complexity comes from the fact that a narcissist exhibits an entirely fake persona of their own. They might appear confident, charming, and caring in public, but this facade starts to fall once you spend some time with them. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, or have someone like that in your vicinity, it is crucial to learn how to protect yourself. It is because they constantly try to bombard you with insults, either in a direct or a subtle way. Let's discuss 4 tactics in a narcissist's toolkit that they use to attack you. Number 1 is trivializing your feelings. This refers to the act of belittling or disregarding your emotions completely. It's like arguing with a wall. You're simply not heard, no matter how hard you try. So, for example, if you ask them to do a chore for you because you feel tired, they will complain about how lazy you are. This lack of empathy can stem from early childhood trauma or circumstances that occurred later during life that shaped them that way. The second tool they use is blame shifting. This is one of the reasons that makes them irritating to everyone around them. Since a narcissist believes that they are perfect, they are resistant to change on the advice of others. However, if someone calls them out, they will refuse to acknowledge even the slightest form. Although most of the time a narcissist tries to appear strong and dominant, but once they are challenged, they fall into a helpless victim state. This is usually followed by them taking you on a guilt trip. This is most common in a parent-child relationship where the parent constantly tries to remind the child of their past mistakes. It messes the child in a way that they feel overly guilty and desperate for the validation of others. However, narcissists don't limit their scope to verbal destruction only. They make use of silence too. This is known as the silent treatment, where one person refuses to communicate in an attempt to punish you. Usually, this happens after a fight which triggers the narcissist's ego. The silent treatment is a much more dangerous method than the rest, as it drives the other person crazy, forcing them to be apologetic and break the cycle. This is exactly what a narcissist wants. They want the other person to apologize first, even when they are clearly wrong. Educating yourself on this topic is crucial if you want to stand up, or at least protect yourself against the negative energy of such individuals. These are just a few ways we have discussed. There are plenty more that are outside the scope of this video. If you want to learn more, I have attached a few links in the description. Moreover, I would like to hear your personal experiences with narcissists in the comments section. We are planning on doing a whole series on narcissism, so make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon.